Hello everybody, come on in. Hey, good to see you. Oh my goodness, your names are going by so fast I can't see them. Okay, put them in the chat. I was trying to read them, but I can't see them very well. Cora, Among the Beauty, Deborah Sue, good to see you. Yeah, put your name down there and I'll see you. Stacia, good to see you. Megan and Rachel from Georgia. Amy from Austin. Hey, Elizabeth from Hershey. Courtney and Deborah, good to see you. Hey, Dawn. Linda Lee in Phoenix. Barry Ellen. Erica, good to see you all. Oh, hey, Joanne from IEW. I met Joanne at our retreat, our IEW retreat we were at in Orlando last week. Got to hang out with her awesome kids at SeaWorld. That was really super fun. I was showing my husband your Facebook page last night, Joanne. Pictures of your family. So, okay, good to see you all. So, a lot of you know that, oh, hey, Danielle, good to see you too. Awesome. And Jenna, okay, so yeah, a lot of you know I was in Orlando last week for the whole week. That's the longest I've ever been away from my babies. We were gone for 8 days. The real reason I was there was because the Institute for Excellence in Writing has this retreat for their reps. So, you know, you go around to your homeschool conventions and conferences and you go around to the different booths. So if you go to an IEW booth, you get to meet one of their reps, their exhibitors. Thank you. Yes, Joanne, thank you. So they put on the IEW booth and answer all your questions about the curriculum and help you get just what you need and all that good stuff. And so we, Andrew Pudua, who is the mastermind and the, you know, awesome sauce behind Institute for Excellence in Writing, puts on a retreat for his exhibitors every other year. And this year he invited me to schlep along. It was so much fun. So, wow, if I didn't already love IEW and the work they were doing, I mean, getting a peek into the way that Andrew runs IEW is just so inspiring. So, makes me just love them all the more. But anyway, so I was there. My job was just to hang out and ignite a little bit, you know, infuse a little bit of enthusiasm there. So that was really super fun. And I got to listen in on the seminars and I gave a talk, and if you were on Periscope at the time, you probably saw me frantically trying to show the end of my talk what Periscope was live. That was fun. Although I watched it afterwards and I was shaking, the phone was shaking so much. You all probably got motion sick. You saw that one. That's awesome. Yeah, it was really fun. It was super fun. It was like I was answering questions about Periscope and thought, well, this might be easier. So Julie Walker, who's the marketing director at IEW, said, just do one then. I thought, okay, we just will. It was kind of crazy. So that was really fun. And then Friday, it was SeaWorld Day. And so seriously, so much fun. Andrew took all the exhibitors' families to SeaWorld. We had a ton of fun. So it looks like a few of the exhibitors are here. So Danielle and Joanne, and I think I might have seen someone else. Anyway, good to see you guys. It was really, really fun. I am still in having a hard time re-entering into real life and laundry and school after a whole week of playing. So, because we got there a few days early and did a lot of other theme parks too. It was just really fun. Anyway, and yes, that's right, Dawn. Recovering from Eastern time. That's the hardest part because I'm on Pacific time. So, yeah, super fun. Okay, so anyway, it's so good to see all of you. And I'm just, this is a terrible time to scope, I'm quite sure. Although there seems to be a lot of you here, so maybe it's not a bad time for you all. I bribed my son, my 10-year-old son, to keep the toddlers alive outside on the trampoline so I could come in here for 10 minutes and tell you about something I'm super excited about, because we're going to do on Periscope a book club for Teaching from Rest. So we've got this new second edition of Teaching from Rest that just came out a couple of months ago. Oh my gosh, look at all those hearts. You guys are so awesome. So officially we're going to do a book club. I'm going to lead it here on Periscope so that we can all interact and good stuff. And so it's going to start, it'll be Monday evenings in November. I hope this isn't a terrible time for you. You should have seen my husband and I looking at the calendar trying to figure out a time that would work. Monday evenings in November at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, That's 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm hoping that means it'll catch some of you right before you go to sleep, but maybe some of you here on the Pacific time zone, right after dinner, maybe you can like bribe your husband to watch the kids. We'll make it like 30 minutes or something. And there's 3 parts to the book. It's a short book, so don't be intimidated. It's super short. And we're gonna cover 1 part at each of the book club meetings. So the first part is called Whose Well Done Are You Working For? We'll do that one the first Monday in November. The second part is Curriculum is Not Something You Buy. And best book ever. You are so awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, part 2 is Curriculum is Not Something You Buy. We'll do that the second Monday in November. The third part is Be Who You Are. So each part has 3 chapters, but they're really short, so it shouldn't be too hard to throw it in, even if you're reading something else. And we'll also talk about the audio companions. Hey, thanks for sharing, Dawn. Totally appreciate that. Yeah, there's an audio companion that goes along with the book. In the audio companion, I interviewed 4 people. I interviewed Andrew Kern from Cersei Institute, who has come to be one of my very favorite homeschooling mentors. I absolutely adore him. He has probably had the most profound impact on my homeschool, his teaching. So I interviewed him, and I have heard from so many people that that is their favorite Andrew Kern talk ever. So you've got to listen to that one if you haven't gotten a chance. Dr. Christopher Perrin, who is my publisher for the book and who I traveled around with last year, just love Dr. Perrin. I interviewed him. I interviewed Cindy Rollins, who everybody loves, right? Mother of so many children, mother of 9 and 8 boys. She actually hosts the Mason Jar podcast at the Cersei Institute now. And I interviewed Brandy Vensel, my good friend Brandy Vensel, who writes at afterthoughtsblog.net. She's amazing. She's Ambleside Online Auxiliary member, so she's very deeply entrenched in Charlotte Mason. And anyway, so there's 4 audios that go along with the book. And for me, those were super valuable in helping me understand what teaching from rest really looks like, not just from a theoretical or philosophy, but really like real life, what it looks like. So, if you haven't gotten the audio companion, you can get it. So here's what you do. Go to teachingfromrest.com. That's the easiest URL for me to give you. You can get to all the different places that you can... sorry, I'm trying to read the comments so they don't slip by before I read them. You didn't get the audios, but you will need to. I have something for you for that, so don't do it yet. Hang on. Okay, so teachingfromrest.com. Thank you, Dawn. Yes, you can get to all the different places you can buy the book. Well, not all of them. There's lots of different places you can buy the book, but the main places you can buy the book right there at teachingfromrest.com. There is an Amazon link there, but the wonderful people at Classical Academic Press gave me a coupon code to give you for our book club. It's TFR Club and then the number 20. And that's going to give you 20% off. And oh yeah, good. Screenshot it. Yep, I'll hold it up so you can do that. I love seeing those little cameras come up with the hearts. Just like, it's so cute. Seriously, the Periscope people are so funny. Okay, so TFR Club 20. That's not going to work on Amazon. It's only going to work at classicalacademicpress.com. But that's where I would recommend you buy it anyway, because they have the exclusive audio companion. So those 4 audio conversations that I was telling you about, those are only at classicalacademicpress.com. You can either go straight to classicalacademicpress.com or you can go to teachingfromrest.com, which is on my site, and then I'll point you to everywhere you want to go. And if you use this code, you'll be able to get it. So someone's saying, what book and what's it about? That's just like me, isn't it? Just to launch in and not even tell you that. I wrote a book called Teaching from Rest, A Homeschooler's Guide to Unshakable Peace. It just came out earlier this year. And actually, it came out on my site as an ebook last year, and then we re-released it with 35% new content and published by Classical Academic Press just a couple of months ago. And really, this book is about, well, let me tell you about why I wrote it. The moment that was pivotal for me, that stands out in my mind that I will never forget, was that I was pregnant with the twins, homeschooling 4 older children. Well, actually, I had 3 older children. I had a 9-10-month-old baby. I was pregnant with twins, and I was cleaning out my 9-year-old's closet, and so literally like in despair, right? Like anybody would be as they're cleaning out their 9-year-old son's closet. And I was thinking about how overwhelmed I was with my housework and my homeschooling, and that overwhelming feeling of maybe I'm ruining my kids, maybe I'm messing everything up. And I was listening to an audio of Andrew Kern, the president of the Circe Institute, being interviewed at a homeschooling conference by Mary Jo Tate. And Mary Jo asked him, what is the most important, if you could only tell a homeschooling mom one thing, what would it be? And he said, without missing a beat, he said, teach from a state of rest. At the time, I thought it was laughable. I thought, this Andrew Kern guy has no idea what he's talking about. Like, seriously, he does not know what my life looks like. And so I was a little bit just, come on, what kind of advice is that? And then intrigued enough to think, okay, wait, what does that actually mean? What would that look like? And so I went on this just crazy hunt for the truth. What does that look like? Could I teach from a state of rest? And if I could, what does that mean? And so I process and think by writing, and so that's what this book is. And so that's what Teaching from Rest is. And you can grab it at teachingfromrest.com. So there we go. Super short read, like I said. Very good. Okay, nothing but Bible stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to make a comment. You're so great. I got my first 1-star review on Amazon because somebody said this is just rubbish. It's nothing but Bible stuff. So that's your warning. If you are not a Christian, you probably will not find a whole lot in the book to love, because it is, as the reviewer said, nothing but Bible stuff. So we've kind of created a hashtag based on that bad review. So, yeah. Okay, do you have any questions before I hop off? I have to probably go rescue my 10-year-old who's out there. Is he doing okay? Yeah, my nearly 14-year-old is sort of overseeing the whole operation. She's looking over at me like laughing because I'm like, this is a terrible time to scope. Can I just scope for a minute? A backwards compliment. Yeah, that review was totally a backwards compliment. So, okay, so I'll put the code up one more time in case you missed it. TFR Club 20. And hey, share this scope with your friends so they can grab it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is super important. This code is only good until October 26th. Ooh, I'm gonna move it up higher in case comments start covering that up. October 26th. So grab it now. And what we'll do is we'll start the book club on Monday, the first Monday in November, which is November 2nd. And so that should give you time to order the book and get your discounts and everything. And then we'll start the very first Monday in November, November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Does PayPal work? I think so. Yeah, at classicalacademicpress.com they accept PayPal. So yeah, that should work just fine. Yep, November 2nd, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll start with the first part. So if you get the book before then, and then you read the part 1, which goes through page, I don't know, where does it go to? Page 20. So the first 20 pages, it's like this much, it's not very much. Read that beforehand and we'll talk. If you have the book and not the audio portion, I have a personal affection for the audio portion because, of course, this is where I gleaned wisdom from people who are so much wiser than I am. So I would suggest you get the audio portion. You can use the TFR Club 20 on just the audio at Classical Academic Press. So if you already have the book and you just want the audio, there is an option there for that, and you can get 20% off using this code. Oops, some more screenshots, so we'll hold it up a little bit longer. And if not, then we'll be talking about the book, and we'll probably slide in some things about the audio as well. And if you have questions or whatever, just bring them to the book club. And yeah, lots of people are saying, totally get the audio. Dawn says that. Yes, the audio is a must. Awesome. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed those interviews. So very good. Okay, well, thanks for being excited. You guys always make my day. And you guys have a wonderful evening. I have to go rescue my 10-year-old and figure out what I'm going to feed these people for dinner. All right, talk to you later.